You know Tim Curry from the Rocky Horror Picture Show? But what if we told you he nearly lost everything and came back with only his voice? Or that Bruce Willis, once the king of action, now struggles to remember his own lines? These aren't just stories of decline, they're raw, powerful tales of survival, tragedy, and unexpected grace. From shocking diagnoses to quiet disappearances, these 25 actors are facing life's toughest battles, and most people have no idea. Stay tuned, because one story at the end will absolutely leave you speechless. Tim Curry. Tim Curry, the celebrated actor famous for his role in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, experienced a life-altering event in 2012 when he suffered a significant stroke. This unforeseen incident dramatically altered his existence. The formerly vibrant stage performer faced a challenging reality, dealing with impaired movement and uncertainty about his future. However, instead of withdrawing, Curry embarked on a path of reinvention. Choosing not to retire from the entertainment industry, Curry channeled his efforts into voice acting, lending his talent to numerous animated projects for both film and television. While he may no longer command the stage, his distinctive and compelling vocal style remains his defining characteristic. Beyond his talent, Curry's resilience stands out. He didn't allow the stroke to define his identity. Rather, he redefined the meaning of unwavering resolve. Audiences were inspired as he confronted hardship with determination and creativity. More than just a survivor, Tim Curry has become a symbol of perseverance. As of 2025 at 79, he continues to inspire, often attending fan events with a friendly demeanor and keen wit, demonstrating that he remains active and engaged. His journey isn't just about physical recovery, it's about finding new meaning. In a culture that often dismisses individuals after adversity, Tim Curry reshaped his narrative, ensuring his voice remained audible. Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond, the distinct voice renowned for Sweet Caroline, did more than just perform songs. He engraved them into the collective memory of an era. Diamond reigned as a beloved songwriter and performer for over 5 decades. However, in 2018, he announced a heartbreaking revelation. He had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a progressive condition that gradually impairs movement. Nevertheless, Neil didn't surrender quietly. He concluded his 50th anniversary tour before retiring from touring life. Stepping away from the stage was not only challenging, but also emotionally taxing, both for Diamond and his numerous fans who had grown up with his music. Yet, in true Neil Diamond fashion, he handled it with elegance. By 2023, he found contentment in a more relaxed life, treasuring time with family and concentrating on his well-being. As of 2025, his music remains vibrant, a timeless soundtrack of hope, sorrow, and indelible happiness. Sam Neill. Sam Neill, the esteemed actor from Jurassic Park and Peaky Blinders, has long been admired for his subtle charisma and impressive acting abilities. Whether he was captivating viewers as the pragmatic Dr. Alan Grant or eliciting sympathy in Hunt for the Wilder People, Neill portrayed his roles with ease. However, in 2022, reality took an unexpected turn, testing his strength beyond the acting world. He was diagnosed with angioimmunoblastic T-cell lymphoma, a rare and aggressive form of blood cancer. Initially, the symptoms were minor, merely a few lumps, but what appeared insignificant quickly escalated, leading him into a whirlwind of chemotherapy and trial treatments. Refusing to succumb, Neill addressed the illness with the same quiet determination that defined his most famous roles. By March 2023, the welcome news arrived. Sam was in remission, cancer-free, alive. Now in 2025, at 77, he embraces life with heightened gratitude, channeling his experiences into purpose. He has not only continued to act, but has also openly discussed his journey, providing support to others facing similar challenges. Sam Neill isn't simply a survivor, he's a storyteller who transformed his most challenging chapter into a potent message of optimism. These narratives are resonating around the world. Share your country in the comments to showcase the global support. Still following? Type 1 in the comments if you're staying until the end. The most compelling stories are yet to come. One in particular will leave you speechless. Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer, born on New Year's Eve in 1959, was formerly one of Hollywood's most captivating and versatile actors. From his cool portrayal of Iceman in Top Gun to his profound portrayal of Jim Morrison in The Doors, Kilmer established a legacy of unforgettable performances. He even donned the Batman suit in Batman Forever, adding depth to the iconic superhero. However, behind the spotlight, a deeply personal journey unfolded. In 2015, Kilmer was diagnosed with throat cancer, a devastating blow for an actor whose voice was his trademark. Years of treatments, including a tracheostomy, along with chemotherapy and radiation, caused lasting damage to his vocal cords. His distinctive voice faded to a whisper, yet his spirit never faltered. In his memoir, I'm Your Huckleberry, published in 2020, he candidly discussed his challenges, fears, and unwavering determination. In 2021, Kilmer returned to the screen in Top Gun: Maverick, reuniting with Tom Cruise in an emotionally charged scene that resonated with audiences worldwide. Sadly, Val Kilmer passed away on April 1st, 2025 at age 65 from complications of pneumonia in Los Angeles. Although he passed too soon, his legacy endures in the roles he played, the courage he exhibited, and the countless lives he touched. Dustin Diamond. Dustin Diamond, eternally remembered as the eccentric Screech Powers from Saved by the Bell, was more than just comedic relief on Saturday mornings. He symbolized a generation. Emerging on television in the late 1980s, he rapidly gained popularity, captivating audiences with his quirky charm. However, fame, particularly for young actors, rarely follows a smooth path. As the limelight dimmed, his public persona became less clear. In early 2021, Dustin discovered a lump in his throat. The diagnosis was quick and devastating: stage 4 small cell carcinoma. He passed away just 3 weeks later on February 1st, 2021, at the age of 44. The news shocked and saddened fans. Dustin Diamond's story is complex, marked by peaks and valleys, laughter and sorrow. His untimely departure forces us to examine the delicate boundary between illusion and reality. Events off-screen hold significant weight, and in some instances are even more crucial. Selma Blair. Selma Blair, renowned for her memorable roles in Cruel Intentions, Legally Blonde, and Hellboy, has always projected a commanding presence on screen. However, her personal journey has highlighted the true extent of her inner strength. For years, she experienced unexplained symptoms, battling exhaustion, pain, and balance issues without clear answers. Finally, in 2018, she received the diagnosis that redefined her life: multiple sclerosis. This news was profoundly impactful. MS had already begun to affect her, making daily activities challenging and forcing a temporary halt to her acting career. However, instead of retreating from public life, Blair made a courageous decision to share her story. With raw honesty and vulnerability, she invited the world to witness her struggle, not for pity, but to promote awareness and offer hope to others dealing with silent suffering. Since then, Selma has become a dedicated advocate, employing her platform to reshape societal attitudes toward disability and chronic illness. By July 2024, she started reclaiming elements of her former life. With renewed strength and determination, she returned to the industry, not as the actress she once was, but as a resilient figure with a profound mission. She continues to inspire, proving that courage isn't the absence of struggle, but the determination to persevere despite it. Olivia Newton-John. Olivia Newton-John was more than just a celebrity. She was an inspiration. From her breakthrough in the 1970s with chart-topping hits and her iconic role as Sandy in Grease, Olivia captivated audiences globally with her voice, beauty, and unwavering optimism. Yet, behind the fame was a woman fighting a personal battle, a battle that began in 1992 with her initial diagnosis of breast cancer. She faced not one, but 3 separate battles with the disease. Each time, Olivia confronted cancer with grace, courage, and unwavering optimism. She once stated, "I don't feel like I'm dying, I feel like I'm living." And she truly meant it. Even in pain, she discovered purpose. She didn't just fight her disease, she transformed it into a mission. Through the Olivia Newton-John Foundation Fund, she championed research, supported holistic therapies, and brought tangible hope to countless individuals facing similar hardships. Upon her passing in August 2022, Olivia left behind more than just records and movie roles. She left a legacy of empathy, advocacy, and hope that endures across the globe. In life and in death, she demonstrated that true strength lies not in evading difficulty, but in turning it into something meaningful. Similar to Kathy Bates, Olivia Newton-John proved that even the most challenging journeys can leave a positive impact on the world. Alex Trebek. Alex Trebek wasn't merely the host of Jeopardy, he was its heart. For 37 remarkable seasons, he presided over the show with a balanced combination of intellect, humor, and warmth. Over 8,200 episodes later, he became more than a familiar face. He became a daily presence in our lives. His command of trivia, precise timing, and calm manner earned him a Guinness World Record and, more importantly, the affection of millions. However, in 2019, fans were stunned when Trebek disclosed that he had been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer, a relentless disease known for its poor survival rate. At 79, facing daunting odds, he responded with the same grace and honesty he exhibited in every episode. Rather than retreat, he pressed on, choosing transparency over privacy and transforming his battle into a call for awareness, early detection, and optimism. His unwavering dedication made his fight even more exceptional. Despite enduring chemotherapy and the toll of illness, Trebek continued to host Jeopardy with dignity. His memoir, The Answer Is, released in 2020, provided fans with a look into the life of the beloved icon, revealing his humor, values, fears, and joys. On November 8, 2020, Alex Trebek passed away at the age of 80, just over a year after his diagnosis. His death left a void not only on television, but also in the hearts of countless viewers who saw him as more than a host. He was a mentor, a source of comfort, and an understated inspiration. Linda Ronstadt. Linda Ronstadt, one of the most influential voices in music, established a career that defied genres and redefined the role of women in rock. From the 1970s onward, she excelled, effortlessly transitioning between rock, pop, country, and mariachi. Her voice consistently raw, genuine, and memorable. With over 100 million records sold and numerous awards, Ronstadt didn't just follow trends, she set them. However, in 2013, the music fell silent. Subtle signs had gradually appeared, trembling hands, slight shifts in pitch, but it wasn't until a Parkinson's diagnosis that everything became clear. The disease gradually took away her defining characteristic, her voice. For someone who had effortlessly delivered ballads and anthems, the silence was agonizing. Yet, Linda didn't withdraw. Instead, she continued to be authentic, speaking with honesty and grace. Unable to sing, she found a new purpose, raising awareness for Parkinson's disease, utilizing her story to educate and support others. As of May 2025, approaching her 79th birthday, Ronstadt remains powerful, not through song, but through resilience. Her narrative is no longer solely about music. It's about strength, identity, and the fortitude of a woman who refused to be defined by her losses. Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks, one of Hollywood's most beloved actors, has long captivated audiences with his approachable charm and memorable performances in films like Forrest Gump, Castaway, and Saving Private Ryan. However, behind his on-screen brilliance is a personal health journey that is equally compelling. In 2013, Hanks revealed he had been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. a condition that wasn't entirely unexpected but still impactful. For years, doctors had cautioned him about being pre-diabetic. Hanks, known for significant weight changes for roles, had frequently pushed his body to extremes. Combined with genetics and a history of unhealthy eating, the odds eventually caught up. But true to form, he didn't dwell on it. He took action. With quiet determination, Hanks committed to improving his health. He now dedicates at least an hour daily to exercise, whether it's a brisk walk, time on the treadmill, or hikes with his dog. His diet, once reliant on processed foods, has undergone a complete transformation. He still enjoys occasional treats, but every bite is now conscious, part of a larger mission to maintain control over his health. Do you think Tom Hanks' story can inspire people to prioritize their well-being? Type yes or no in the comments and explain why. Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox, the incredibly charismatic actor who made Marty McFly a cinematic icon in Back to the Future, and imbued Alex P. Keaton with his unforgettable charm and family ties, rose to prominence with an energy that seemed unstoppable. From the late 1970s through the 90s, he became one of Hollywood's most profitable and beloved stars. In 1991, at just 29 years old and at the peak of his career, Fox was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a progressive neurological disorder typically associated with older individuals. He kept the diagnosis private for 7 years, grappling in silence with a reality that threatened not only his career but his sense of self. When he finally shared his condition publicly in 1998, the world was shocked. But Fox wasn't seeking sympathy. He was embracing a new role: advocate, fighter, and voice for millions. Rather than retreat, he moved forward. He continued to act, earning Emmy and Golden Globe nominations even as his symptoms worsened. In 2000, he launched the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research, which is now the largest nonprofit funder of Parkinson's drug development in the world. As of 2025, Fox, now 63, has reduced his professional engagements, but his influence has only increased. Through decades of unwavering advocacy and personal transparency, he has redefined what it means to live with Parkinson's, not as a victim, but as a symbol of hope, humor, and resilience. Tommy Chong. Tommy Chong, the celebrated counterculture icon and one half of the renowned Cheech and Chong duo, has spent years entertaining audiences, and not just metaphorically. With his relaxed charm, bold comedic timing, and rebellious humor, Chong became a symbol of stoner comedy and anti-establishment coolness. However, behind the humor was a man who would confront a serious fight. In 2008, Chong was diagnosed with prostate cancer. Initially, doctors told him it was slow-growing and not cause for immediate concern. But over time, the illness became more aggressive. Rather than pursue a conventional medical route, Chong, always unconventional, turned to something deeply personal: herbal remedies. He began exploring herbal therapies as part of his treatment, crediting natural remedies with managing his symptoms and maintaining his spirit. For Chong, herbal medicine wasn't just a treatment. It was a philosophy, a lifelong belief in nature's ability to heal and liberate. Now 86 years old in 2025, Chong remains unapologetically himself, sharp, outspoken, and still making audiences laugh. He has continued to perform, podcast, and advocate for herbal medicine rights, blending humor with activism in his distinctive style. Catherine Zeta-Jones. Catherine Zeta-Jones, known for her captivating performances in films like Chicago and The Mask of Zorro, has always appeared to be the epitome of glamour and control. However, behind the red carpet smiles and award-winning roles was a personal struggle she could no longer disregard. In 2010, while her husband Michael Douglas was fighting a life-threatening battle with stage 4 throat cancer, Zeta-Jones became his support, managing his treatments, caring for their children, and attempting to maintain stability. However, even the most resilient structures can crumble under stress. The relentless pressure took a toll, and Zeta-Jones found herself overwhelmed by anxiety, exhaustion, and despair. In April 2011, she made the brave decision to seek treatment at a mental health facility. There, she was diagnosed with bipolar II disorder, a condition characterized by extreme lows and periods of hypomania. Her stay lasted just 5 days, but it marked a turning point in her life. Rather than conceal her diagnosis, Zeta-Jones openly discussed it, helping to reduce the stigma associated with mental health. She sought further treatment in 2013 and has since become a strong advocate for mental health awareness. She continues to balance career, family, and self-care, demonstrating that strength isn't about being invulnerable. It's about knowing when to seek help and having the courage to persevere. Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams, the outspoken host of Daytime Talk, built her career on saying what others wouldn't. However, in recent years, her most significant statements have been about her health. Diagnosed with Graves' disease, an autoimmune disorder that affects the thyroid, Williams initially attempted to push through, as many women do, dismissing symptoms while prioritizing others. In a candid interview, she admitted that neglecting her health nearly cost her everything. We, as women, especially if we have families, we tend to take care of everybody but ourselves, she said, urging viewers to listen to their bodies. From the outset, she was transparent, discussing her battles with fatigue, anxiety, and fluctuating weight, symptoms that baffled many until she named them. Despite battling Graves' disease, menopause, and mounting personal challenges, Wendy refused to abandon her career. She remained dedicated to The Wendy Williams Show, appearing even when her body needed rest. By 2018, however, she prioritized her health, stepping back, entering rehab, and seeking the care she required. By 2025, Wendy is back home, recovering and recentering her life. While her television return remains uncertain, her spirit remains strong. Appreciative of her fans and more self-aware than ever, she continues her journey not just as an entertainer but as a survivor, proof that strength sometimes means stepping out of the spotlight to heal. Dan Reynolds. Dan Reynolds, the electrifying frontman of Imagine Dragons, has always channeled raw emotion into his music. But it wasn't until a concert in Leeds, UK, that he revealed a pain far deeper than any lyric. For years, Reynolds quietly endured the effects of ankylosing spondylitis, a chronic autoimmune disease that causes the body to attack its own joints, leading to persistent inflammation, stiffness, and pain. He dismissed it through high school and early fame, attributing the constant aches in his knees and ankles to the demands of his work. But during that show, Reynolds made a bold decision to share his truth. The moment was not only cathartic, but transformative. Inspired by the impact of his words, he launched a web series titled This Is My Life Live, highlighting others living with the same condition and providing them with the platform he once desired. His vulnerability became a beacon for many who had silently suffered. In addition to ankylosing spondylitis, Reynolds also lives with ulcerative colitis, another autoimmune disorder. For years, he attempted to ignore both diagnoses. Now, he's taking a different approach, addressing them directly. Thanks to a balanced mix of diet, exercise, medication, and mindfulness, Reynolds is in remission and continues to thrive. By being open, he's not only managing his own health, but also changing the way chronic illness is discussed in public. His message is simple but powerful. You can live a fulfilling life, even when your body is working against you. Nick Jonas. Nick Jonas has progressed significantly since his early days as a teen idol, but behind the fame is a personal battle he's waged since age 13: type 1 diabetes. What began as a frightening diagnosis, marked by weight loss, exhaustion, and confusion, has since evolved into a lifelong mission to educate, empower, and support others living with the disease. And in 2025, Jonas brought that mission to the biggest stage in the nation, the Super Bowl. In an impressive advertisement, Jonas introduced the world to the Dexcom G7, a cutting-edge continuous glucose monitor that eliminates the need for traditional finger pricks. It's not just a device, it's a revolution in diabetes management. For Jonas, it's also personal. The commercial wasn't merely a tech showcase, it was a message of hope. In it, he reflects on the isolation he experienced after being diagnosed and how far he's come in understanding, managing, and even embracing the condition. While balancing a successful music career and family life, Jonas remains committed to advocacy. With new Jonas Brothers music on the horizon and millions watching his every move, he's using his platform to change the narrative around diabetes. Through his work and openness about his journey, Nick Jonas isn't simply managing his condition. He's redefining what it means to live fully with it. Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, one of the most influential figures in modern hip-hop, has captivated fans with his lyrical talent and relentless work ethic. However, behind the verses and chart-topping hits is a quieter battle he kept hidden for years. Wayne has epilepsy, a neurological condition that causes unpredictable seizures. Initially, he kept his diagnosis private, unsure of the potential reactions. But everything changed after a near-fatal episode landed him in the hospital. That hospitalization wasn't an isolated incident. Wayne has experienced multiple seizures over the years, many triggered by exhaustion, stress, and the demands of his career. Some have occurred mid-flight, forcing emergency landings and raising concerns about his safety. But instead of letting fear or stigma silence him, Wayne chose to speak out, increasing awareness of a condition that's often misunderstood. Today, he continues to dominate the music world, but with a new sense of purpose. By sharing his story, Lil Wayne has initiated important conversations about epilepsy and health within the entertainment industry. His resilience isn't just about surviving seizures, it's about redefining strength, using his platform to entertain and empower. Kathleen Turner. Kathleen Turner, the captivating actress who rose to prominence in the 1980s with her distinct voice and fiery presence, was once the embodiment of fearless Hollywood glamour. Films like Body Heat and Romancing the Stone made her an icon, but behind the scenes, her world was quietly unraveling. In the early 90s, Turner began experiencing unexplained pain. The diagnosis was rheumatoid arthritis, a chronic autoimmune disease that slowly transformed movement into unbearable agony. Fearing the potential repercussions, she chose to keep it a secret. As her posture changed and her physical appearance altered, tabloids speculated, labeling her an alcoholic, unaware of the more complex reality. Turner later admitted that alcohol became a coping mechanism, a means to alleviate the constant pain. But even as her body struggled, her spirit remained strong. In 2002, she made a courageous decision. She entered rehab, not only to address her drinking, but to reclaim her health and peace of mind. That decision marked the beginning of her transformation. Now, Turner embraces life on her own terms, healthy, balanced, and confident. Gracing the stage and screen occasionally, she is no longer pursuing stardom. She's seeking truth. In doing so, she's become more than a movie star, a survivor with a story that needs to be heard. Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson, the iconic Hollywood rebel, redefined what it meant to be a leading actor. With a career spanning over 5 decades and 12 Oscar nominations, the most for any male actor, Nicholson wasn't merely part of film history, he shaped it. From the intensity of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest to the chilling madness of The Shining, he delivered performances that have become ingrained in the collective memory. Off-camera, his life was equally renowned, filled with parties, romances, and a devil-may-care charm. But then, as the 2000s progressed, Jack began to disappear. No new films, no awards show appearances. Whispers began to circulate. Was he unwell? Had age taken its toll? By 2013, Nicholson addressed the speculation, assuring fans that his mind remained sharp. The truth, he stated, was straightforward. He no longer felt driven by the work. If a role didn't inspire him, he wasn't interested. By 2025, Nicholson lives a private life in his Beverly Hills home, surrounded by memories of his illustrious career. At 88, he rarely appears in public, but his mystique has grown. Though he may have stepped away from the camera, Jack Nicholson remains larger than life, a man who once ruled Hollywood and chose to conclude his final act away from the spotlight. Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis, the action hero who transformed Die Hard into a cultural phenomenon and redefined the modern leading man, faces a battle unlike any he's portrayed on screen. In March 2022, the world was shocked when Willis announced his retirement from acting due to aphasia, a condition that impacts communication skills. But the full truth emerged in February 2023. Willis had been diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia, FTD, a rare and aggressive brain disorder that gradually impairs language and behavior. For an actor whose voice, presence, and timing made him a Hollywood icon, the diagnosis was devastating. Yet behind the scenes, his family has rallied together with fierce love and unity. His daughter Tallulah has shared how music now creates a powerful connection between them, allowing for moments beyond words. His wife Emma, in her emotional reflections, has revealed the challenging but deeply human experience of caregiving, where heartbreak and love coexist. As of 2025, Bruce's world is quieter but still full of meaning. The Willis family continues to share glimpses of their life, celebrating birthdays, milestones, and everyday moments with warmth. Their openness about Bruce's journey has provided comfort to families facing similar situations. Though the future is uncertain, the love surrounding Bruce is unwavering, a testament to a family that refuses to allow a disease to define the man they cherish. Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman, known for his unique voice and commanding presence, has been a symbol of strength and wisdom. But behind the scenes, the 86-year-old has faced numerous challenges. In July 2023, while promoting Special Ops Lioness, Freeman had to temporarily step back due to a minor infection. The illness caused him to cancel appearances, including international events alongside Zoe Saldana and Nicole Kidman. It was a reminder that even icons are human, but Freeman's resilience has always been evident. Since a car accident in 2008 left him with nerve damage, he's lived with fibromyalgia, a condition characterized by chronic pain and fatigue. The accident left his left hand largely immobile, leading him to wear a compression glove to manage circulation. Yet Freeman has never allowed this to limit him, back in action and portraying Edwin Mullins in Special Ops. Lioness, Freeman defies limitations. His commitment to his craft remains strong. Whether commanding the screen or quietly enduring pain, Morgan Freeman exemplifies that strength comes not from being untouched, but from showing up regardless of the challenges. Faye Dunaway. Faye Dunaway is unquestionably one of Hollywood's most celebrated actresses, with a career overflowing with iconic roles that have left a lasting impact on cinema. Best known for her powerful performances in classic films like Bonnie and Clyde, Chinatown, and her Oscar-winning role in Network, Faye became a symbol of elegance and talent in the 1960s and 1970s. In her younger years, she was universally admired for her sharp, striking beauty, embodying the very essence of Hollywood allure. However, Faye's life has not been without its considerable difficulties. Rumors have long circulated suggesting she may have undergone various cosmetic procedures, including facelifts, Botox injections, and lip enhancements, particularly after noticeable changes in her appearance around 2005. Despite this widespread speculation, Faye has never publicly addressed or confirmed these claims, leaving the public to endlessly question the alterations to her look. In addition to these rumors, Dunaway has openly spoken about living with bipolar disorder, a condition that has complicated both her personal and professional life. While she has managed her condition with medication, she has faced criticism for occasional erratic behavior in the past. Despite these challenges and the intense pressures of public scrutiny, Faye Dunaway remains a Hollywood legend, renowned for her exceptional talent and unforgettable contributions to the film industry. On a scale of 0 to 5, how shocking do you find Faye Dunaway's transformation over the years? Drop a number in the comments and let us know your honest reaction. Victoria Principal. Victoria Principal, renowned for her legendary role as Pamela Ewing in the acclaimed series Dallas, became an emblem of both beauty and talent in Hollywood. Her mesmerizing features, refined elegance, and balanced physique earned her a formidable reputation as one of the most stunning actresses of her era. Her depiction of the sophisticated Pamela Ewing transformed her into a household name during the 1970s and 1980s, firmly establishing her legacy in television history. Following her marriage to plastic surgeon Dr. Harry Glassman, speculation naturally arose regarding Victoria's possible use of cosmetic procedures to preserve her youthful glow. Nevertheless, she has repeatedly and consistently denied undergoing surgery, crediting her radiant and age-defying appearance to a disciplined skincare regimen and a steadfast commitment to a healthy lifestyle. Beyond her acting achievements, Victoria made a notable impact in the business realm by launching her skincare brand, Principal Secret, in 1989, reflecting her expertise in beauty and self-care. Even after being diagnosed with a clotting disorder, her condition has not significantly affected her well-being or professional pursuits. Today, despite her years, she continues to exude a youthful vitality and impressive health, a testament to the dedication and consistency of her self-care practices. Kelly LeBrock. Kelly LeBrock, the unforgettable star of The Woman in Red and Weird Science, became a defining face of beauty in the 1980s. Her magnetic presence, cascading hair, and distinctive features swiftly captivated both Hollywood and audiences, establishing her as the ultimate symbol of 80s glamour. Effortlessly charming, she embodied an era of elegance and allure on screen. Despite her professional success, LeBrock's personal life encountered substantial hurdles, particularly following her publicized split from actor Steven Seagal. Over time, her appearance sparked widespread rumors, with conjecture about potential cosmetic enhancements like fillers, rhinoplasty, or a facelift. Yet, LeBrock has consistently refrained from publicly addressing or confirming these claims. Beyond her physical appearance, her personal battles, such as struggles with alcohol and drug addiction, have taken center stage, leading her to retreat from the public eye in pursuit of a quieter, more serene lifestyle. Nowadays, Kelly LeBrock channels her energy into family and charitable endeavors, particularly focusing on aiding children facing severe illnesses. While her acting career has slowed considerably, she remains deeply cherished by fans, a testament to her lasting impact on Hollywood history. Joan Van Ark. Joan Van Ark, the celebrated American actress, captivated audiences with her exceptional acting skills and striking beauty through her legendary portrayal of Valine Ewing on the popular TV show Knots Landing. In her earlier years, her shimmering blonde locks and refined features distinguished her as one of Hollywood's most admired beauties. Over time, however, whispers began to emerge, suggesting Joan may have turned to cosmetic enhancements in an attempt to maintain her youthful look. Although she has never officially addressed these rumors, credible reports allude to potential procedures such as Botox, fillers, facelifts, and blepharoplasty. Regrettably, these efforts appear to have resulted in an outcome some critics describe as rigid and artificial, noting that her face seems to have lost its natural balance. Experts in cosmetic alterations theorize that Joan may have overdone certain treatments, diminishing the effortless appeal that once endeared her to fans. Despite her enduring legacy in television, discussions about her shifting appearance have somewhat overshadowed her extraordinary professional achievements. Loving this content? Show your support with a like and a subscribe. Not impressed? A like would still be nice, and your feedback in the comments will help me create better content next time. Brigitte Nielsen. Let's explore Brigitte Nielsen, the statuesque Danish dynamo who commanded the 1980s. With her commanding 6-foot stature, bold platinum locks, and magnetic charm, she was an undeniable force. Far more than just a model dabbling in acting, she brought an intense presence to the screen. Whether embodying Red Sonja alongside Arnold Schwarzenegger, or portraying the formidable Ludmilla Drago in Rocky IV, Nielsen solidified her enduring legacy in action cinema. Her headline-grabbing marriage to Sylvester Stallone further propelled her into the tabloid spotlight. However, life in Hollywood was not always glittering. After her peak, Nielsen grappled with significant personal challenges, including struggles with alcohol and a complex journey through cosmetic surgery. She was remarkably candid about her procedures, including facelifts, breast augmentations, and liposuction, all undertaken in an attempt to keep pace with an industry notoriously harsh on aging women. Her battle with addiction led her to appear on Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew in 2007, where she courageously confronted her inner turmoil. Yet, Brigitte Nielsen doesn't fade quietly. She orchestrates roaring comebacks. In 2018, she stunned fans by reprising her iconic Rocky IV role in Creed II, proving she hadn't lost her edge. As if that weren't extraordinary enough, she added another profound chapter to her life by giving birth to a daughter at the age of 54, dramatically rewriting expectations about age and possibility. Brigitte's tenacity is nothing short of legendary in Hollywood history. Goldie Hawn. Goldie Hawn, the legendary actress, began her ascent to fame in the 1960s, leaving an indelible mark on Hollywood with her irresistible charm and unmatched comedic talent. Celebrated for her performances in timeless films like Cactus Flower, which earned her an Oscar, and Private Benjamin, she secured her place as a cherished icon in cinema history. Her luminous beauty, signature golden tresses, and ever-present smile came to define the allure of Hollywood's golden age. However, her glittering career was not without significant personal struggles. Despite her rapid rise, Goldie grappled with severe depression during her 20s, a period when her star was still fiercely ascending. Even amidst widespread accolades, she frequently wrestled with overwhelming anxiety and a profound sense of emptiness, at times even contemplating stepping away from the limelight entirely. With the guidance of a psychologist, she bravely overcame this turbulent phase, emerging resilient and continuing her path with grace and poise. In recent years, Goldie's evolving appearance has drawn considerable attention, sparking widespread speculation about cosmetic procedures that may have altered the natural elegance she was once celebrated for. This shift has ignited a wave of nostalgia, prompting fans to fondly recall the youthful radiance that cemented her status as a Hollywood legend. Daryl Hannah. Daryl Hannah, the legendary Hollywood actress, became a household name during the 1980s and 1990s with her unforgettable roles in Blade Runner and Kill Bill. Her otherworldly charm, sharp gaze, and effortless grace designated her as the quintessential it girl of her era. In recent years, however, noticeable alterations in Daryl's appearance have ignited widespread curiosity and speculation about possible cosmetic enhancements. Despite her consistent denials of undergoing surgery, recent images have led many to theorize that she may have embraced modern aesthetic treatments. Cosmetic specialists have suggested that procedures like Botox, fillers, or even eyelid surgery could explain the fuller look around her cheeks and lips. This visible transformation has sparked a wave of nostalgia among fans who fondly remember the natural allure she was once celebrated for, as her current image no longer aligns with the beauty they once cherished. Daryl's evolving appearance powerfully highlights the relentless pressures prevalent in Hollywood and the intricate, ever-shifting beauty ideals that celebrities are compelled to navigate. It serves as a poignant reminder of how time, societal expectations, and the persistent drive to meet certain standards can reshape even the most timeless icons. Liza Minnelli. Liza Minnelli, an undisputed icon of both Hollywood and Broadway, possessed a rare and potent ability to command any stage with just a glance. Born to the legendary singer Judy Garland and acclaimed director Vincente Minnelli, Liza's roots were deeply embedded in showbiz royalty. Yet, she never merely rode on her mother's fame, she forged her own unparalleled place in the spotlight. Her breathtaking performance in Cabaret was nothing short of magical, earning her a well-deserved Oscar. With her mesmerizing eyes and striking features, she epitomized the very essence of classic Hollywood glamour. However, behind the dazzling costumes and thunderous ovations, Liza's personal life was far from easy. Struggles with addiction cast a long shadow over her career, leading to numerous stints in rehab throughout the 70s and 80s. Then, in 2000, a devastating diagnosis of viral encephalitis threatened her ability to speak and move. Doctors gravely doubted she would ever walk again, let alone perform. But Liza Minnelli had different plans. Defying every grim prognosis, she fought with extraordinary determination. True to her indomitable spirit, she not only recovered but absolutely thrived. Even after her toughest years, she returned to the stage, proving that both talent and resilience truly never fade. Reid. Tara Reid was once Hollywood's definitive it girl. With standout roles in American Pie and The Big Lebowski, she exuded the effortless allure of the 90s. Her radiant smile, refined features, and undeniable charm placed her on every teen's dream list. However, the entertainment industry's favor can be fleeting, and Reid's journey proved exceptionally turbulent. In the early 2000s, she pursued cosmetic procedures, including liposuction and breast augmentation, that unfortunately backfired dramatically. Instead of boosting her confidence, these surgeries left noticeable imperfections on her chest and abdomen, turning her into easy tabloid fodder. A highly publicized red carpet mishap further intensified the media frenzy. Her once promising career swiftly spiraled downwards as casting agents looked elsewhere, leaving the dazzling actress struggling for work. Yet, if Hollywood loves a fall from grace, it adores a triumphant return even more. In 2008, Reid took control, entering rehab to confront her alcohol struggles and restore her well-being. Since then, she has tirelessly worked to revive her acting career, demonstrating that resilience is her true hallmark. Through reality television and independent films, she continues to forge her own path, proving that setbacks can never truly keep her down. You won't believe how time has changed these stunning 80s icons. Comment one now and watch till the end to uncover their jaw-dropping then and now stories. Linda Hamilton. Linda Hamilton, renowned for her legendary portrayal of Sarah Connor in the Terminator series, stood out as one of Hollywood's most luminous stars during the 1980s and 1990s. Her remarkable beauty and magnetic charm mesmerized viewers as she brought to life a character who was both fierce and empowering, forever etching her name among action legends. Sarah Connor transcended being merely a fictional figure, becoming an enduring emblem of resilience and power, largely due to Hamilton's unforgettable performance. Despite her professional triumphs, Hamilton's journey has been marked by profound personal challenges. She endured years of undiagnosed bipolar disorder, grappling with intense periods of depression and mania. During this difficult chapter, she relied on alcohol and drugs as a means of coping with her emotional turmoil. These struggles not only affected her well-being but also hindered her career, as she wrestled with the relentless pressures of Hollywood alongside her inner battles. Following treatment, Linda Hamilton re-emerged stronger and became a passionate advocate for mental health awareness. Her tale of perseverance and courage has inspired countless individuals facing comparable hardships, highlighting the critical importance of seeking support and the transformative strength found in overcoming life's obstacles. Jessica Lange. Kirstie Alley. Kirstie Alley, the celebrated Hollywood actress best known for her iconic role on the hit sitcom Cheers, garnered widespread acclaim and earned several prestigious awards, including a Golden Globe. With her striking features and signature blonde hair, she became a symbol of Hollywood glamour during the 1980s and 1990s, captivating audiences with her natural talent and undeniable charm. However, Kirstie's personal life was frequently under intense public scrutiny, particularly concerning her well-documented struggles with weight. She was remarkably candid about her ongoing battle with weight issues, which led to a fluctuating public image. Kirstie became the face of Jenny Craig's weight loss program, but her fluctuating weight sparked controversy and had a notable impact on her career, especially after her time on Cheers. Despite these challenges, she remained a beloved figure in the entertainment industry. Kirstie Alley passed away in December 2022 after a battle with cancer, a loss her family confirmed shortly after her death. Her legacy endures not only because of her talent and charm, but also due to her unwavering openness about her personal struggles, which made her a deeply relatable figure for many fans, admired for her honesty and resilience. Jessica Lange, the acclaimed American actress, has left an indelible mark on film and entertainment through her exceptional performances spanning decades. With 2 Academy Awards, one for Tootsie and another for Blue Sky, Lange's undeniable talent and versatility shine through. Her captivating beauty and magnetic presence have not only enchanted audiences through her acting, but also with her striking, alluring looks, solidifying her status as a lasting icon in Hollywood. Over the years, rumors have surfaced suggesting that Lange may have undergone cosmetic procedures, such as eyelid lifts and facelift, to preserve her youthful appearance. Although she has never confirmed these speculations, the discussion has sparked occasional debate among fans and critics. Some critics argue that such procedures might alter her natural beauty, potentially influencing the diverse roles she chooses throughout her career. Despite these whispers, Lange's career remains exceptionally strong, and she continues to captivate viewers with her powerful performances. Beyond her professional achievements, Jessica Lange has been open about her long-standing battle with depression, a condition that has deeply impacted both her personal life and work. Her journey serves as a powerful reminder of the resilience required to overcome both personal and professional obstacles, solidifying her place as a true star. Melanie Griffith. Melanie Griffith, a celebrated American actress, rose to fame in Hollywood with standout performances in films such as Working Girl, Something Wild, and Body Double. Her captivating beauty and remarkable talent quickly made her one of the most iconic figures of the 1980s and 1990s. Her breakthrough came with Working Girl, 1988, where her role as Tess McGill earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress, firmly establishing her as a leading figure in the industry. Renowned for her effortless acting style and versatility, Griffith showcased her range across genres, from romantic comedies to intense thrillers. Her personal life, including her highly publicized marriages, most notably to actors Don Johnson and later Antonio Banderas, kept her under constant media scrutiny. Despite grappling with personal challenges such as addiction and the immense weight of fame, Griffith's career remained robust, earning her acclaim for both her artistry and her resilience. In recent years, Melanie has embraced a quieter, more private lifestyle, yet her influence on Hollywood endures. Like many stars from her era, she has faced public commentary about aging and cosmetic procedures, but has consistently stayed true to herself, advocating for self-acceptance and authenticity. With a career defined by memorable performances and a commanding screen presence, she remains a revered and respected icon in the entertainment world. Priscilla Presley. Priscilla Presley is a true icon, whose legacy extends far beyond her roles in films like the Naked Gun series to her pivotal role in managing Elvis Presley's estate. Known for her timeless beauty and poised, graceful presence, she emerged as a prominent style icon of the 1960s and 1970s. With her captivating eyes and radiant smile, Priscilla swiftly established herself as one of Hollywood's most iconic figures. However, her journey to stardom has been marked by profound challenges. In 2003, she tragically fell victim to a fraudulent surgeon, Daniel Serrano, who injected unsafe industrial silicone into her face. This devastating incident led to painful complications, including lumps and mild paralysis. While Priscilla has confirmed that the issue was resolved years ago, the incident ignited widespread speculation and concern about her changing appearance. In 2019, she was diagnosed with skin cancer on her nose, and the surgery to remove the cancerous tissue left visible scars, causing her to feel self-conscious about her looks. Despite these formidable challenges, Priscilla's resilience has remained remarkably evident. She continues to thrive in both her business endeavors and her ongoing presence in the entertainment industry. Kathleen Turner. Kathleen Turner, the sultry star of 1980s Hollywood, forever redefined allure with her unforgettable performances in Body Heat and Romancing the Stone. With her distinctive smoky voice and striking features, she quickly became the embodiment of on-screen seduction, captivating audiences worldwide. Yet, behind her magnetic persona, Turner's life was far from all glamour and glitz. In the mid-1990s, she received a diagnosis of rheumatoid arthritis, a debilitating condition that severely impacted her body and forced her out of the limelight. The pain was not merely physical, it also brought her career to a painful halt, pushing her into an extended hiatus from the industry. Adding to her struggles, Kathleen openly discussed her battle with alcohol addiction, which she turned to as a means of coping with the relentless pain. These profound challenges, both personal and physical, undeniably affected her career trajectory and public perception. Despite these formidable hurdles, Turner's legacy in cinema remains rock solid. Over the years, whispers about plastic surgery have circulated, but Kathleen has consistently refrained from confirming any such claims. She stands as a powerful symbol of resilience in the face of life's toughest trials, and her indelible influence on the film industry is unquestionable. Kim Basinger. Kim Basinger, the celebrated American actress, made an indelible mark on the film industry with her memorable performances throughout the 1980s and 1990s. Renowned for her refined beauty and magnetic presence, she captivated audiences in films such as L.A. Confidential and Batman. With a perfect blend of elegance and classic Hollywood charm, Kim projected a sensual and unforgettable image on screen. However, her journey in Hollywood has been fraught with challenges. Although she has never publicly confirmed undergoing cosmetic procedures, persistent rumors have suggested she may have had subtle enhancements to preserve her youthful look. Alongside these speculations, Basinger contended with significant personal struggles, including social anxiety disorder, which manifested in frequent panic attacks. This condition took a considerable toll on both her professional and personal life, adding immense stress within an already high-pressure industry. In addition to her mental health battles, Kim faced severe financial troubles that brought her perilously close to bankruptcy. This financial crisis forced her to confront substantial setbacks, testing her resilience in ways many could not foresee. Despite these formidable hurdles, Basinger's immense talent and unwavering perseverance continue to leave a profound legacy in Hollywood. Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher, forever immortalized as Princess Leia in the iconic Star Wars saga, remains an unparalleled cinematic icon. With her striking beauty and unique charm, she brought to life one of film's most powerful and feminine characters. Leia quickly became a potent symbol of strength, independence, and resilience, inspiring generations of fans worldwide. However, beneath the dazzling Hollywood spotlight and pervasive fame, Carrie Fisher's life was profoundly affected by deep personal struggles. She was remarkably open about her battles with drug and alcohol addiction, revealing that her issues began in the late 1970s and persisted through the 1980s, particularly during the demanding production of The Empire Strikes Back. To cope with the intense pressures of fame, she admitted turning to substances like cocaine. Furthermore, she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, a condition that profoundly influenced both her personal life and her career. Despite these formidable obstacles, Carrie Fisher emerged as a symbol of bravery, candidly sharing her experiences in her memoir, Wishful Drinking. Her honest revelations played a crucial role in breaking down the stigmas surrounding mental health and addiction, offering hope and encouragement to countless individuals. As she aged, Carrie faced various health issues and natural changes to her appearance. Yet she continued to work, inspiring others with her sharp wit, unwavering candor, and immense strength. Carrie Fisher tragically passed away in 2016 from a heart attack, leaving behind a legacy that continues to resonate deeply with fans and film lovers across the globe. Meg Ryan. Meg Ryan effortlessly charmed audiences, becoming the quintessential face of romantic comedies. Her unforgettable portrayal in When Harry Met Sally and her timeless chemistry with Tom Hanks in Sleepless in Seattle cemented her status as the undisputed queen of feel-good cinema. Possessing an approachable beauty, an undeniable charm, and that iconic smile, she perfectly embodied the rom-com ideal of the 1990s. Yet, Hollywood's relentless scrutiny of aging, especially in the public eye, has impacted many of its brightest stars. Over the years, Meg's appearance has visibly transformed, fueling constant speculation about cosmetic enhancements. Experts have theorized about procedures like Botox, cheek lifts, and various fillers. This led to mixed reactions among her devoted fan base. Some yearn for the natural beauty they first adored, while others defend her right to reinvent herself. Despite these discussions, Meg Ryan's legacy in film remains absolute. She redefined romantic leads, proving that genuine charm, humor, and sincerity are as powerful as any physical change. Was Hollywood's intense focus on youth unfair to Meg, or is reinvention simply an inherent part of the industry's demands? Behind the fame lies fragility, and these stars remind us that even icons bleed. Which story hit you the hardest? Drop a comment below with your thoughts, or simply type the number of the actor who surprised you most. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to uncover more shocking Hollywood truths every week. Your support helps us tell the stories that matter, ones the headlines forget.